So OpenAI just released GPT 5.4, and it is right now the smartest model in the whole world. Today, I am going to show you some of the most insane things that people have been able to create using this model. The examples will give you a practical understanding as to how good the model really is and what you can use this model to make. All right, so the first example that we are going to be looking at is GPT 5.4 making a Minecraft clone. Now, making Minecraft using an AI model is almost like a benchmark. Everybody tests how good an AI model is at coding by giving it a prompt to create Minecraft. And as you can see, GPT 5.4 is really good at cloning Minecraft, which makes it an impressive model. The functionality of this game, like the user placing the blocks and the textures of the different blocks, is working well. There is no glitch in the game, and it is not suddenly stopping or not working at all. So overall, I think that GPT 5.4 passed this test very easily. The only thing GPT 5.4 can improve on this game is the lighting. Also, in the tweet of the person who created this game using GPT 5.4, he says that the model took only around 24 minutes to create this completely functional game, which is also pretty impressive. Now, here is another example of a game created using GPT 5.4 that I wanted to show you. This is a clone of the Doodle jump game, and GPT 5.4 is so good that the person who made this game using the AI model had to put up a parody warning so that they don't get sued by Doodle jump. As you can see, this is a pretty impressive game. The jumping motion of the character here is not glitching at all, and the different tiles have different effects on the character, as is expected in a Doodle jump clone. The point counter here is also working perfectly fine. The main thing that I like about this specific game creation is the UI. The front-end design of the game does not feel AI generated at all. GPT 5.4 also added some really cool sound effects for this game. So I'm just going to play the gameplay with the sound effects on so that you can hear them properly. As you can see, the sound effects of this game are also very cool. Here is another example that I was very impressed by. A person by the name of Corey Chung created this game, and it is basically a tactical turn-based RPG. It was built using Codex plus GPT 5.4. For the textures and the characters, he used Image Gen, which is also available inside of Codex, and GPT 5.4 can directly call the ChatGPT Image Gen model to generate the characters and the textures. This is a really cool thing, as it makes the game look very beautiful. If we look at the gameplay, we can see the characters here are moving properly, and the attack animations are also very cool. I think that every other functionality of the game is also working properly. The characters are able to move from place to place, following the turn-based logic of the game, and they are able to defend and attack each other. Everything here works perfectly fine. This was also a very cool generation from GPT 5.4. Another interesting thing that someone was able to build using GPT 5.4 is a 3D snake game. We have seen other AI models making these types of snake games in 2D, but GPT 5.4 was able to make a similar type of snake game in 3D. There are two snakes in this specific game, and I think that these two snakes are autonomously chasing the ball and trying to grow bigger by eating it. GPT 5.4 has also added different settings and metrics so that the user is able to control the movement of the snakes and how they behave. This is an amazing example right here, and it completely captures how insane the model actually is. Here is an example of a really good theme park simulation made using GPT 5.4. In this theme park simulation, your main goal is to make the theme park bigger and better so that more customers come, buy different toys, and go on different rides. As you collect more money, you invest it to add more things to the theme park. The money-making and purchasing system in this specific game works really well. One thing you'd notice is that the games made using GPT 5.4 are much better than those of other AI models. That is because, for the images of different things inside the theme park, the model uses ChatGPT Image Gen to create them. You will see much more detail compared to any other AI model. This makes it really good for creating fun games like this. Here is another really cool example of a flight simulator built using this AI model. In this flight simulator, you are basically a bird or a flying object, and you go around a city that the AI model has built to look around and observe it. This specific game is called the Golden Gate Flight Experience, and it is a really interesting and good-looking game. In another example, GPT 5.4 has also passed the strawberry test. If you give the AI model this prompt, well, I am really liking your answer so far. Let's test your intelligence here. How many R's are in strawberry? How many L's are in blueberry? How many E's are in orange? And how many L's are in strawberry? Believe it or not, these are some pretty hard questions for AI models as they use tokens, and they often get these questions wrong. But in the case of GPT 5.4, the AI model is correctly able to answer all these questions. It says, in strawberry there are 3 R's, in blueberry there is 1 L, in orange there is 1 E, and in strawberry there are 0 L's. It gets every question correct. When the user then asked the AI model how many O's are in orange, the model correctly replied, there is 1 O in orange. As you can see, this model is really cool and very impressive. Here's another example of a user testing the vision capabilities of the AI model. This is the only example I have seen all day where the model fails. For example, you can clearly see that this hand has 6 fingers, but the AI model says that there are 5 digits total here, 4 fingers and 1 thumb. This is completely incorrect because there are actually 6 fingers in this specific image. So the vision of this model needs a little bit of work, but the coding and other capabilities of this model are completely insane. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.